I'm lucky.
Right, I'm back here with Captain Simon Mann.
He's still here.
British Army, SAS, mercenary. Okay, define terrorism.
Oh God, define terrorism. Terrorism is the business of trying to get a group of people to do your will against theirs by the means of violently frightening them.
Do you think that can be... what do you think, for instance, of Barack Obama's drone program?
Yeah, I think that's a tricky one. I mean, every civilian casualty that is created by the drones, brought about by the drones, is an absolute disaster, obviously. It's a disaster for the person that's being killed, disaster for their community, their family. But worse than that, it is precisely the kind of thing which brings more people under the wing of fundamentalist and violent groups. Having said that, on the other hand, if you can take out the really key badass terrorists, then do it. Drones or by any other means.
But it's also like it's been noted and reported that they do double taps.
Meaning?
They fire a drone and then they wait 10 minutes for the first responders, and then they do a second drone.
I'd never had that.
Yeah, they've done it on numerous occasions.
Yeah, okay.
So
Well,
to me, that smacks as another form of terrorism on people, and a lot of people see that as a form of terrorism.
yeah, well, if you take my definition, the one I just gave you, then it fits, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. And I think some of the things that you get with the hope that people had for Barack Obama and the way, and also this rhetoric about freedom and democracy, that this is a lie. This is like...
Well, I don't think it's a lie. I mean, I really do think we are on the right side, and we do have a democracy and freedom. Okay, it's not perfect, but we do have it. We have a hell of a lot more than most people do, and we should be very grateful for that, and we should also look after it very well. And I don't think you can have any government anywhere that is really legitimate unless that government is governing with the permission of the people that it's governing.
Yeah.
Now, when you have really out-and-out tyrannical states, they don't have the permission of the people that they're governing.
So this whole idea of security to deal with acts of terrorism has been really blown up with Edward Snowden and this sort of surveillance that they've been surveilling Angela Merkel, but also people and collecting data. And what do you think about that?
I think that the intelligence agencies are there to protect us, and by and large they go flat out to do that, and they do it as by any which way. Not all of it would we like, but they have to do it. That's the price we pay for protecting our freedom. So
to me, a lot of other people, the collecting of data is to do again with corporations and business.
I wouldn't agree with that. I think that sometimes yes, I suppose it gets abused, but by and large, especially in the UK, the activities of the security services are for our security.
Lockheed Martin carried out the last census in this country 2 years ago.
What, you mean it was their computers or their software?
No, they carried out they got the job to do it.
That doesn't worry me in the slightest. Does it? Why does it worry you though?
They're an American sort of like intelligence arms dealer.
Well, I mean, they're a very good company, Lockheed Martin.
Right.
When you climb into your aeroplane to go on holiday,
yeah,
and you see it's got Lockheed Martin on the side, you think, oh, that's all right, at least this won't fall out of the sky.
Okay. Right. Now, I want to talk just a little bit about mining. Okay,
yes.
So I've been speaking recently with some people I spoke to someone from Indonesia, someone from Nigeria, and someone from Colombia. And these communities, they don't want mining companies with their infrastructure, with their roads, with their poisoning of the waters, with their militia, and their nefarious tactics to come into their local areas and their local communities and destroy them.
Yeah, well, I don't blame them. If that's what's going to happen, then I'd be right with them. I mean, you know, I've been mining. I've done mining in Angola and Sierra Leone, and as you said earlier, I was involved with the Sandline thing, which all related to Bougainville Island and the copper mine in Papua New Guinea. Yeah, you know, I mean, obviously local people have the right not to allow the mining to happen.
But they have no choice. I mean, we have like in Borneo, they want to go coal mining. The guy turned up. He said, "I mean, coal is everywhere. What do you want? You want to go in and build a railway and coal mine in Borneo, in Virgin Rainforest? Are they crazy?
That does sound crazy.
Why would they want to do that?
I've no idea.
It's cheaper. So when the mines finished down here, the lady from Colombia said to me, the same time as Margaret Thatcher was shutting mines here, the mines in Colombia were opening.
Because they were cheaper.
They were cheaper. They go in there. They had no license. But she was
they
saying
must have had a license. Really.
a lot of these people don't have licenses. Well, if you look at the tar sands in Canada, everything. Do you know anything about that? That's
Not really.
astronomical, and they want to bring a pipeline down. They're just destroying the forest. They don't care whether they got licenses or not. Even if they got a license, it doesn't mean anything to the First Nation people.
No, but I mean they're doing quite a good job of protesting this, aren't they?
They're trying their best, but they're up against like companies like BHP, Billiton. They're up against Rio Tinto, who basically have got militias, or they employ local armies from the government too.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, when I was mining, I have to say that the local people were very keen that we should mine, because they wanted that uplift to their local economies.
Really?
Really.
Who rules the world?
Who rules it? Oh, I don't think anyone rules it. Hopefully we do, collectively.
Okay, I'm the Eyes taxi driver. This, my friends, is Simon Mann. We're going to come back in 1 minute.
The one without the dark glasses.